I showed up in boots.
Garth Brooks' roots are planted deeply in Oklahoma, and it was nowhere more evident than when we visited with him in the home of country music, Nashville, Tennessee, for his Country Music Hall of Fame induction.
From everybody in Oklahoma, congratulations on tonight.
Thank you very much. It's the most important thing is to make the people where you're from proud.
What was it that shaped who you are? Was it Oklahoma? Was it a specific person that really helped you identify with country music?
Well, it's always your mom and dad.
Garth's mom was a country singer herself. She even recorded a few songs back in the 50s.
It's always, your siblings, and the last of 6 kids, and God, of course, and then I think the place you're from. And there's not a better place to raise kids than Yukon, Oklahoma. You were raised right in the middle of America, just like everybody else. I don't think you ever leave where you're from. You take it everywhere around the world.
And his wife, Trisha Yearwood, now calls it home, too.
Are you an Okie?
I am. Somebody called me a jokey. I'm a Georgia girl and an Okie. Somebody said, "Are you a jokey?" I said, "What does that mean?" Always a Georgia girl, but I've lived in Oklahoma now for 12 years, and I've made great friends there, and I love it there.
In 1987, Garth's early days in Nashville, he'd often come here to the Bluebird Cafe to perform. And it's on this stage a talent scout heard him sing "If Tomorrow Never Comes." He signed Garth to a record label the very next day.
If tomorrow never comes.
That song ended up being his first #1 hit. He's had 18 more #1s since then. But there's one song that inspired him to get into country music in the first place.
Was that woman that I had wrapped around my finger just come unwound?
That song he heard on the radio by George Strait.
And from that point forward, I knew what I wanted to do with the rest of my life. I wanted to be George Strait so damn bad. That's what I wanted to be.
I remember hearing about him out on stage swinging on ropes and throwing stuff around and and saying, "This is country music. Can he do that?" And he blew it up, man.
Some of Garth's other musical influences are singing his praises,
Till the river runs dry.
like James Taylor.
We know Garth as a performer, but can you give us any insight on how he is as a person, as a friend?
He's just he's willing to basically open up and give of himself. That's something that you don't learn, that you don't fake. It's just the way he is.
I went to work for her that summer.
Rock legend Bob Seger.
I've just always been a big fan, and as I was just saying to them, I love his passion, and you hear it in every song he does.
And we also ran into fellow Okie Vince Gill, who told Garth this before his award.
So this will be the greatest night of your musical life.
Vince, you're right, in music, this is the greatest day of my musical career today. Greatest days of my life are sitting in the front row when I was lucky enough to become the father of Taylor and August and Allie. I love you guys very, very much. You are the greatest days in my life.
Country Music Hall of Fame member Garth Brooks.
A lot to be proud of, both for Garth and Oklahoma.
Thank
It
you
was a
both.
pleasure.
I appreciate it.
Tell home we said hey, okay?